Swipe has launched Ignition officially. I'm going to be covering that in today's video, along with just a general look at the Swipe SXP ecosystem, what the price action is doing, a bit of a price prediction for 2021, a little bit of a look at the fundamental analysis of the SXP token. It's quite interesting actually, because I know that a lot of you out there give me a lot of hate for these SXP videos, but at the same time, they get a lot of traction. And what's most important is that I'm a passionate believer, and full disclosure, I am an investor in not just crypto.com, but SXP as well. I do believe for at least the next 5 years, there is going to be a large amount of capital flowing into not only the cryptocurrency space, but the crypto debit card space in particular. And let's be honest, Swipe and crypto.com and the Binance card, they're up there. Not necessarily competing for market share, because there's only 3 of them. Let's not forget that. But hopefully all working in unison so we can all enjoy some bullish gains. Gotta love them gains. If you want to hear a little bit more about that in detail, then make sure you do stay tuned for the whole video. Cheers, viewers.
You can still enjoy this one. Use the bilateral.
What is good? YouTube and friends, you are here chilling with Satoshi Aoki on the channel where I always strive to bring you the rarest and the fairest cryptocurrency education and information. However, do bear in mind, remember to do your own research, because I'm not a financial advisor. These videos are never financial advice. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's start with the fundamentals of SXP. There are four clear fundamental reasons why I am bullish on SXP from now going into 2021. Let me be clear. Reason number 1. The top tier card. What am I talking about? The Slate versus the Obsidian Black. Let me ask you a question out there, and I'm not asking a rhetorical question. I'm trying not to be sarcastic. I just genuinely want to know, and don't tell me I'm a doofus for asking this question, but let's be honest. Why would anyone in their right mind save up for an Obsidian Black and invest in an Obsidian Black versus a Slate card today with today's benefits? Let me spell this out for you, all right? Now, in order to get a Obsidian Black card, you need 2,500,000 Crow. You want to know how much that costs today? Wait for it, 164,000 US dollars you need to invest in order to obtain an Obsidian Black card. Oh, and wait, there's more. 100 billion total supply of the Crow token. It's not a good thing for the long-term price appreciation of the token, unfortunately. It just isn't, all right? It simply just is not. And then on top of that, what's the staking rate that we're getting? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we get 10% for the Crow, and you get an extra 2% for being in the crypto.com private club, which sits you at a nice little 12% per annum interest on that massive investment. Now let's compare that to the Slate card. In order to stake for a Slate card today, you need to put down 30,000 SXP, coming in at a whopping price of 28,500 US dollars. 28,000 US dollars, all right? That's still a lot of money. That's a decent deposit for a house in a Western world. For goodness sake, the amount of money you put down to invest in an Obsidian Black card, you could buy a home for that amount of money outright, no mortgage, all right? Who's going to think to themselves, okay, I'm going to put down in this startup company, invest this amount of money, or I could just go get a property, like a decent 2-bedroom property in Melbourne, like the city where I'm from. I mean, look, I'm sorry to be sarcastic, but please, I'm putting it to my audience out there. Tell me, what's in it for? And look, I'm not trying to dish out on crypto.com at all. That's not what's happening here. What I'm simply saying is that the top tier card system of the Obsidian Black versus the SXP Slate, what's the comparison? What makes Obsidian better than the Slate? Tell me, I genuinely want to know, all right? On top of that, when you do stake for the the swipe card, all right, the Slate, you're also getting at today's rate 29% interest per annum. 29% interest per annum you're getting on the Slate. You're only getting 12% on the Obsidian. Oh wait, and there's more. With the SXP token, there is incremental burn system in place. There is only a limited supply. 289,000 SXP total supply at the moment, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they're trying to eventually get that down to 100,000 SXP. Limited supply, increased demand with a token that's serving real world utility. The price is going to appreciate. Let me know if I'm missing something with that first fundamental analysis of the card comparisons. Okay, so we compared the card, all right. In my opinion, the Slate is simply just a better buy outright versus the Obsidian Black as number one. The SXP token goes through incremental burn process like the BNB token, and look, how good does it work for the price of BNB itself? I see BNB essentially guiding SXP to success. Again, it's not a sure thing, it's not financial advice, but it just makes sense to me. What about you? And then the third reason is the competitive staking rate at 29% per annum, which I did already mention before for SXP on-chain staking. Then the fourth fundamental reason as to why I believe SXP is a solid buy is probably a lot of you people out there don't know this, but when people use Binance Card for a transaction, 1% of all transaction fees actually get paid back to the swipe company in the form of SXP. And with that 1% that gets paid back, there is a percentage of that actually gets incrementally burned as well. Alrighty then, let's take a little bit of a look over here at CoinGecko. We are down 0.6% today. SXP is at 94 cents. Guys, I don't see it going below 70 cents. All right, I just don't. It could happen, obviously, but let me know what you think. Let's scroll down, have a look at the price action. Let's look at the monthly chart here. Let's take a bit of a look. Whenever loads, that is. Oh, no, we're here. 30-day chart. Okay, so had a bit of a steady rise here, and we fell off a cliff around here on the 25th of November, and there's been quite a bit of consolidation around here. And if we look back at the past year, we had a high here of $4.30, and we really haven't gone much lower than sort of 70 to 80 to 90 cents in that range. I think it's onwards and upwards from here, and I genuinely think that sometime in 2021, we'll definitely break past $3 to $4 again. Alrighty, before I let you crazy folks go, let's take a bit of a look at what Ignition actually is. Swipe Ignition. Swipe Ignition launches its initial wallet offering platform with SXP. Have a read with me, ladies and gentlemen. Swipe is thrilled to announce Swipe Ignition, a platform designed for new projects to raise capital and to be listed on the Swipe Wallet app, where they get instant liquidity and payment access globally. Ignition is an initial wallet offering, an IWO, oh, what a fancy term, that enables new projects to raise capital in SXP on the Swipe platform. And listen closely, people, where 50% of that raise gets burned. I like that. All qualified Swipe users can access Swipe Ignition sales directly from the Swipe wallet once live and must pay with SXP, baby. I like it, I like it. Let's scroll down, have a look at the base criteria. Projects must have a private sale raise. Projects IWO sale max raise is 2 million in SXP and could be less. Projects can have private team members as long as all code and tokenomics are public and multi-signature. Projects must either be an ERC20 or a BEP20 standard if mainnet is not live. And of course, the project token needs to be audited. There will be some information there. I'll leave a link for this article here in case you are someone that wants to get involved or a project that wants to get involved. So what do you think about Swipe Ignition? In a nutshell, essentially what it is, it's a platform that Swipe have created where new projects that meet the audit requirements can actually come onto this new Swipe platform, and they can raise capital for their coin, so long as they do meet the requirements and they're not just some dodgy rug pulling scam company, all right? So they come on, they go to raise some capital. They need to raise that capital in SXP. So what does this do? It encourages, well, it doesn't encourage, it forces the investors, if they do want to invest in these projects on the Swipe Ignition platform, to buy SXP. They need to buy SXP first, they need to get their hands on some, and then they need to use that SXP to basically invest or, invest capital in these projects on this Swipe Ignition platform. And then 50% of that capital is burned. And And look, it may seem like, okay, like they're trying to raise all this capital and it's got to be an SXP, and then we got 50% getting burned at the end of the day. So what's in it for us? Well, there's a lot in it for these new projects, okay? They got a lot of publicity, a lot of marketing. Remember, Binance and Swipe are really big major players in the social media space of cryptocurrency. They are big names, all right? So any projects that Swipe is happy to take under their wing through this ignition program, I think is going to be really, really helpful for some of these new projects, all right? So it's essentially like a form of marketing. They're raising some capital, and Swipe are definitely benefiting a lot along the way as well. What are your thoughts on Swipe Ignition? Alrighty folks, so look, if you did find value in today's video and you think I might just be a cool dude, do consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning notification bells on so you do know when new videos do come out. And on top of that, I just want to be really transparent and say I love Crypto.com as a company, okay? I know it sounds like I was giving a lot of crud to the Crypto.com company today, but please bear in mind, I was talking specifically about the Obsidian Black card in comparison to the Slate card. In my personal opinion, there is just no comparison whatsoever, and it was very much in context because I was simply trying to explain why I believe SXP has some serious bullish fundamental case going into 2021, because I believe they are the best top tier card. I just don't see why an Obsidian Black does compare with the Slate card at today's rate, all right? And there are other reasons why a Slate card is also better, all right? But let me know if you disagree. You know, it's totally fine if you do, but don't just call me a prick, all right? I want you to actually let me know in the comment section for what reasons are you, or would you rather choose an Obsidian over a Slate? Because to be honest with you, I've literally asked everyone in my communities, in my Twitter community, my Telegram community, my Reddit community. I'll be, you know, putting this video out there obviously really soon as well, and be getting some feedback on that as well. So it'd be really, really great to hear back on that. And yeah, if you're not following me already on my social medias at Satoshi Aoki 7 on my Twitter and my Instagram handles, make sure you follow me on there. And also there's a link to my free Telegram group in the description of this video. Make sure that you do take the time and join that free group. There's a really nice chat we've got going on in there. 50 members, woo! And also as well, guys, I'm going to leave a link for my lovely girlfriend Karina's YouTube channel. It's going to be in the description of this video. So she's got no videos up at the moment, but she's really good at technical analysis. She started in Forex and then got into crypto, and she's really passionate about finance like me. So make sure you just take the time, if you can. It only takes a second and it's free. Give her a subscription. I think she's on 16 subs by now, but we're going to try and get her a few more. And yeah, any other questions at all, I'm totally open to, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers, viewers.